So everybody, just to let you know, if my voice and sound does not come out particularly well through the microphone, it's because of this camera right here. That's what I'm pointing at right at you. Something with the camera that's picks up noise, even though I turn it off and I turn the noise off. So I'm gonna sound a little worse for wear in this video. But that's okay. I will try to do the best I can with what I got until I get my new front camera. This camera's okay. This camera's always okay. But this is an older camera, and it's not so good with, I guess, not capturing voice or whatever. I don't know. There's a whatever connection leak or something. But I think I got it to a point where it should be okay for this video. So if I do sound a little muffled, or the sound from the Asus Rog Ally sounds a little muffled, it's because of this camera, which I found out before a little bit ago when I was doing other videos. And I was like, oh, why am I sounding like this? Why am I sounding like this? Because of it's the camera. Technology, you know. So we're here with the Asus Rog Ally again. I've been playing with it throughout most of the week, mostly trying to get this thing to work. And then, you know, just want to let people know what was going on with this beautiful device that is now pretty much running to what I want it to run. Now, the future is uncertain of this device, and I'm going to let you know that as a teaser, the future is uncertain on this device on how it'll perform going forward with newer games coming out and such like that. But right now, this is a very good Xbox portable, let's just say. Now, I did originally have Steam on it before, but I took Steam off because I'm like, you know what, if I'm going to play any Steam games, I usually play them on my big computer, and because I don't get no achievements and stuff, I'm not really putting them on this device. It's a weird thing, and plus most of my Steam games are full, you know, mouse and keyboard type of games as well. And I'm going to let you know right now that the Asus Rog Ally is not the best for non-gamepad games. Like, you could go keyboard and mouse, but you got to get a keyboard and mouse to use with this device, and that doesn't make it portable anymore. So the whole thing is you're going to want to use this for basically games that you play with your keyboard, with your keys and stuff like that, which basically is what I mostly do. Right now I got Forza Horizon 5 running on this thing. And note, it takes a little bit of sometimes back and forth to get this thing running. And when it is running, and hopefully I'll be able to show that today, if it is running, it sometimes will say on the top of the screen, low memory a lot. I've been getting a lot of low memory notices. The game still runs, but you get into the fact that, oh, sometimes the memory runs low in this game. I don't know if it's because the game is not optimized enough to run on something like this hardware. I know this isn't like your super graphical PC hardware, but it runs damn good with the game, and I've been playing the game really well with it. But sometimes you get, you know, these low memory problems with this game. I don't know what it is, but it is something that I don't think if Turn 10 or Playground Games and them know about. I don't know if Microsoft knows about it too well. I don't know if Asus knows about it, that kind of a problem. I don't think Asus checks every game. I think they say, well, whatever games can run on your system, you can run on it, but, you know. So this is what happened. So when I first did my first video of the unboxing, and I tore it down, I put in the new M.2 drive on there and stuff and installed Windows, I think I went a little bit overboard on the installation of Windows. Now, the proper way to install Windows, now, if you're going to do it like I did it, you can do it that way. And you might have to do it that way. You might have to install Windows twice on this system. Because the first time, things weren't running well. Things were running janky. I was playing Yakuza 0 on this thing, which is an older game. It's an older remastered game, but this device should not be, crashing. The game would crash after 30 minutes. Like, most of the games would crash after 30 minutes of gameplay while running the machine. And I don't know if it was because of the BIOS or whatever, or how I installed Windows 11 on there when I reinstalled it. But I noticed a lot of crashing and stuff 30 minutes into playing the game. Like, it would go like clockwork. Play 30 minutes of Yakuza 0, doesn't matter where I'm at in the game, and then boom, it just went right to the desktop. And it was kind of frustrating for me for a bit, because I'm like, well, okay, I got a new super speedy, super large drive on here. You would think 16 gigabytes of RAM of DDR5, or is it GDDR5, or I think it's LPDDR5 RAM in this thing. I should actually have my thing up. I can put that up now. Let's see here. Do I have? Let's just see here. Asus Rog Ally. Let's spell this correctly. I should have the specs up here so I can. There we go. Let's go to the specs. We want the specs here. Let's see here. I'm going down. View details. Yeah, so it has 16 gigabytes comes with of which is 2 gigabytes times 2, I guess. I guess that's what it means by the star 2, 8 gigabytes star 2. But it comes with 16 gigabytes of LPDDR5 memory in this thing. And of course, the onboard storage, which is the PCI Express 4.0 NVMe M.2 drive, is 512 gigabytes. So I upgraded that with great ease. That was very easy to do. I upgraded that to the 2 terabyte Cbrent M.2 drive, which works flawlessly. So you'd think 16 gigabytes, even though it's low for modern systems, that would be enough. Now note, if I was able to get more memory in this thing, even though you'd have to pay more of it, I think they should have added more than 16. I think they should have had like a 24 or higher version, if possible, up in the memory, especially when you're playing games and stuff. I think that would help the system a lot. Sure, the system would be more expensive, but I would always opt to buy the more expensive system if it came packed in with some more memory to it. So it's kind of a little bit of a shame, I know, because this is a portable device but it's a gaming portable device, that it's only 16 gigabytes, so that's going to be stressful for newer games out there that are going to require more memory to run these games, because a lot of the games run in the memory and stuff. So I would hope in the future, for future models of the Asus Rog Ally, if this device does well out there, I would hope that if Asus is listening to this or whatever, or watching this, or if anybody else speaks out about this, I would hope that they bring out a newer version down the road where it has, you can have more onboard storage, but we can buy our own. Putting in 512 is not bad, but if you want to, have different SKUs of it and you want to opt for 1 or 2 terabyte version, sure. But I would think definitely up the memory, up it to 24 or 32 gigs of LPDDR5 memory, or even a higher bandwidth memory. I think that would help the system quite a bit. I think it would help gameplays and stuff, less crashing, smoother gameplay and stuff. I think throwing a bit more memory and RAM to this thing would help it a lot. Now, the processor that uses the new AMD Ryzen Z1 Extreme seems very capable of running this software, running everything on this device. And AMD RDNA 3 graphics seems to be spot on. It makes everything looks beautiful. Everything runs smoothly. I've been running a lot of stuff on ultra and high and stuff. Sometimes um, I'm running this in 720p, but that's only because, you know, it saves on battery life and stuff. And frankly, looking at this stuff, you can't really tell. When I show you these games running in 720p, you can't really tell, but it runs very smoothly. I think there's one game that was going to 1080p or something like that, but I'm not running it at full everything, full specs, full this and that, but uh, it looks beautiful. It doesn't matter. It looks beautiful. I run it at 60 hertz. I don't run it at 120 refresh rate. Don't really need to. I haven't seen any games that I needed to run, at least for me, at 120 frames. If you want to do that, go ahead, because it does have a 120 hertz refresh rate on this stuff. But I have not needed to do that, you know, because first off, if you're playing games for frame rate and for, you know, to see like the text and stuff, 720p helps bring it, make it a little bit bigger for everything. And for a portable device, you want the text a little bit bigger. You want stuff a little bit bigger, brighter, and run smoother. So I think that helps quite a bit of what I've been researching and doing and testing out all the settings and stuff. I've been noticing that, and like I said, everything has been looking really beautiful, clean, running really fast, and I pretty much got things to work right. Like I said, for Forza here, Forza Horizon 5, like I said, this is a little bit of a tricky game I've been noticing starting it up. Sometimes you have to go into the Xbox, you know, their dashboard thing. You got to hit play. Sometimes won't load. Sometimes you got to hit it twice or three times, and then it'll finally load up the game. That's here nor there. I only have it installed on this device because of show-off purposes and to test out the device. Otherwise, I don't really need Forza Horizon 5 on this. I would definitely play it on my Xbox or my bigger PC to do that. But just to show it off, I wanted to see how Forza Horizon 5 ran on this, which it does run very well. Let's get into it. Let's load this sucker up. So it says it's optimizing the PC, which, like I said, if this game is optimizing this to run Forza Horizon 5 well, you would think it wouldn't be running into low memory issues with this game. And like I said, if they had more memory in the device, more RAM in this device, I think that would have helped out dramatically. You know, like I said, from 16 to 24 to 32 gigs, you know, sure, you got to pay more. I would pay another $100 or something more for this device. You know, I know I'm paid $700 already for this device, but you know, then I paid like almost $300 for the 2 terabytes of memory I put in this. But I would definitely opt to put in an extra $100 just to have a bit more memory in this device. And you know, my phone, it has like 32 gigs of RAM in it. So why can't this device have 32 gigs? That should be like a standard, especially on portable gaming devices like this. I think having, you know, 32 gigs of RAM, especially if you're playing games like Forza here and stuff, it should be the standard. I don't know why Asus opted for only 16. I think it's just to keep the cost down. But I think this, if they go another round with this device and they make a newer device down the road or whatnot, or updated device down the road, I would definitely opt for a 32 gig at least. I know I say 24, and you don't really see too many devices 24 gigs, but if they did that, that'd be good. But you know, 32, yeah, 32. I think I got 64 gigs of RAM in my PC, my desktop PC here, but all in all, a bit more memory would have did wonders for this for these games, and I think Asus missed out on that a little bit. The people that created the Asus Rog Ally, like I said, it's not a super big drawback, but going forward for games like, how about if I wanted to try out the Starfield on this thing? Would that run well on this thing? I don't know. I will try it out. I'm not going to play it all forever on this thing, but just to try out Starfield on this device, that might be something I might want to do for a little bit. Otherwise, I'm playing Starfield on my desktop PC. That's a definite desktop PC game. I was thinking of putting it on my Xbox, but then I'm like, oh, I got a desktop. I might play on an Xbox. You know, it doesn't matter because cross saves. It's all the same game pretty much. So I can play on all devices at once and go between them with the save sharing. That's why this is going to be my Xbox portable device because it's perfect. It looks like an Xbox portable. It plays like one. So still optimizing. It takes a little while to optimize this game, get it to run, but it's worth it to get this game, and it seems like it's going really fast now. So I'm gonna show off some games on here. I still couldn't get the capture card to work with this device. I don't know why that is. Um, it's not this. It's not this pass-through device I bought. The non official Asus capture output device. This works. This goes to the PC screen monitor quite nicely, and it works off my phone and everything else that uses a USB out video. So I don't know why my capture device isn't working with this. I'm trying to maybe dig further into that as time goes by. I might even try to call up Asus to find out if there's any reason why they can't capture the video off this device and on a capture card, because I got a oh, and the game's loaded already, because I do have an Elgato Game Capture HD that can capture 4K 60 and all that, so it should be perfect to capture something little like this. So I don't know why this ain't working. I still don't want to spend $70 or $80 on one of the Asus HDMI plug slash capture device, because it seems like an awfully lot of money just for that little thing. But I will find out from Asus, because I'll be like, well, I got this third party one. It works with everything else. It actually captures the device and onto my monitor. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, I'll still do more testing on this, and I will update everybody on if it is possible to ever capture the Asus Rog Ally onto this. You'd think it would be, because it's just a PC, a portable PC, and you can capture other PCs onto other PCs and put out a signal, so, because that's what you do. So, and I've been looking online, and I haven't seen anybody else ever say anything, and I haven't seen anybody ever capture anything off their capture devices recording it. They always record the screen like I do from a camera and stuff. So I'm like, well, why can't I do it with this? It comes up on the monitor, but doesn't go. Technology, folks. Technology. You got to figure it out. And I'm one of those people that likes to try to figure it out. I like to try to crack the code on how to make things better. Because if later I can capture this, I could have it up there and have the gameplay videos on there showing you guys, oh, this is what is coming from this directly from this device. This is what it looks like. And it seems weird that, especially this is running Windows 11, you'd think it would be allowed to do that. Another thing I wish they would have did, I wish they would have gave me the option to go from Windows 11 to the Windows 10 on this device. Even though I'm getting used to Windows 11 and running Windows 11 on this device, or running Windows 11 period, because I never used Windows 11 until I played with this device. Windows 11 it is crap. It runs decently. It runs nice in the background and stuff, but it is a thing that I just do not like to run. I don't like Windows 11. I think it's really dumbed down. I think it's like going backwards. Windows 10 is beautiful. It's like a Porsche. It's like a Porsche of operating systems that I'm using here. I know a lot of people say, I don't like Windows 10. Well, if you like Windows 7, you'll like the Windows 10, except it's more clean and it runs better. But, yeah, I really don't like Windows 11 that much. If I had to run Windows 11 like in the future for stuff, sure, but like this device, I hope Windows 12 is better. I hope it's cleaner and lets you do more stuff with it. But I had to play around with Windows 11 a bit, and I'm like, ugh. Ugh. Originally it reminded me of a Mac operating system. Tell you the truth, and I know a lot of you Mac people out there are like, "Oh, it's just like the Mac operating system, Windows 11." Oh, I'd love that. I'll use Windows 11. I'm not one of you. I'm a Windows guy and a Linux a little bit, with Android and Linux stuff. But I'm not. I don't like that. I even had to move my bottom taskbar over back to the corner because I didn't want it in the middle. That was stupid. Um, but it works. It runs everything. After learning the operating system and how to get to certain things, which they don't make it easy for people to do because I guess they don't want you to play around too much in Windows 11. But when I went inside and went to the back doors and stuff and did all the stuff I could do, I got Windows 11 to do and run certain things that I wanted to run and turned off a bunch of other things I didn't want to turn off. So if you're not a PC person, this device isn't going to be for you. I'm telling you, folks. And I'm not just saying because of Windows 11. I'm just saying because you're going to have to fuss around a little bit inside Windows 11 to turn off a lot of stuff, a lot of background processes, a lot of stuff you just don't want. Like, I don't need most of the stuff that Windows 11 has. I just want to play games on this device. I'm not even going to use it for Microsoft Word. I was joking I was going to do that, but I could put Office and stuff on here because it is a PC, but I just want to run games. So I turned off Paint. I turned off Windows Media Player, a whole bunch of stuff I just turned off. And even though a lot of stuff was running in the background, I turned all that stuff off that I didn't need off in the background. I changed some settings in Windows 11 so it wouldn't do certain things that would cause more performance to be used from those actions and stuff. So I turned off a slew of things. And, another thing that I will mention, I will tell you here, if you do upgrade your internal drive on this thing and you get Windows 11 and you reinstall Windows 11 again, because you're going to have to reinstall Windows 11, at least I did, which, here's the thing, go to the Asus website, go to their upgrade section. They got a thing on how to upgrade your Windows 11 device. I should actually copy that and put it on my website, but basically they got a thing. First, they want you to go and do it through the BIOS. I had a problem with reinstalling Windows through the Asus BIOS because first it would do it, but then when you get in the second part and you have to use Wi-Fi and you got to reconnect to Wi-Fi to like download or install Windows or something 11, it would keep denying me to do it. Even though it's seen my Wi-Fi, it was not letting me connect to my Wi-Fi. So I was unable to do the background BIOS install Windows 11 because my Wi-Fi would not connect to this device for some reason. Even though it's seen it and I was able to put in the password, it would just give me an error code every time. I don't know if that's something I know Asus said also, they announced recently that their latest BIOS was not running properly, that it was making games slower and stutter and stuff. So if you do decide to get the system, try not to get the latest BIOS update, unless if they took it off already, which I would hope they would do, is take off the latest BIOS thing and just upgrade to, the second latest BIOS. I don't know what one I'm running. I can probably check down the road, but I don't have that BIOS. I don't have the latest BIOS on there, I guess, because everything's been running smoothly. But if you want to install Windows 11 on this, you're going to have to go to the Asus Rog Ally website page, go to support, and I think there's something how to install a new fresh copy of Windows on there. It'll take you through it step by step. It's basically what you're doing here, what I'm doing here and stuff, but you got to go on do it through their website because when they give you a fresh install of Windows, which of course you're going to have to need also USB drive coming off of that, so you can plug in your USB drives and stuff. You're going to have to get in a USB hub, USB-C to USB whatever, 2.3 or whatever they are, hub, and you're going to want to definitely have a mouse at least. You can use the on-screen keyboard, but I also found out that was a little wonky with trying to use it, so you might want to use a regular, USB keyboard and mouse to do the stuff to update it, upgrade it and stuff, and install Windows. That might be a lot better for you. But you're going to need at least the 16 gigabyte thumb drive, and they will download from their site your proper Windows 11 stuff for the Asus Rog Ally. So I found out that was the better thing to do, and that was easy because it would just download, it would download, and I did it through this device too, which was funny. I downloaded Windows 11 through that, and I think the My Asus app too. You download the My Asus app on this device, I think that does it too. I will check it out in a little bit, and we can see. I think it said it had a system restore where you can just delete and nuke everything and restart from scratch by downloading a fresh copy of Windows onto this device. And I think that's what I used to go through it. I don't think I went through the website. I think I went through the My Asus app, which is handy because it actually updates a lot of stuff behind the scenes on this device as well. So I might show that off a little bit as well, because I found out that was a decent way to do that. So you're going to have to reinstall Windows 11 again. So it'll save all the drivers, all the stuff, and put them back on this device for you, which is good. So I didn't have to do any of that stuff. And then, you're going to have to tweak all the settings. So I wouldn't tweak anything on the first run through of Windows 11. Do it on the second run through of Windows 11. Because when you do that, it'll make sure everything is hunky-dory. And another thing, if you don't want to do it that way, because I know I overcomplicated that a bit, so forget everything I just said there. Maybe here's another way you can install Windows 11 first. So before you change out your M.2 drive on it, just go and download the My Asus app. Do the whole thing where you register your device. Do your password, get your account with My Asus and stuff, and just maybe download Windows 11 right there and then, because then you don't even have to do it the second time. Because when you're installing Windows 11, that time it'll have all the drivers in there for you. So forget installing Windows 11 twice. I think I was overthinking that for a second. So just do it once. Now, no, I haven't done this. I only did it twice because the first time I installed Windows 11 personally on it, I had to install the drivers, which wasn't working out well. So definitely, just when you get your device and you want to install a new M.2 drive on it, just go and install the My Asus app, register, all that stuff. Go to the system in My Asus app where it says restore, go to restore, say you want to download a fresh copy of Windows to the device, and go and make your USB key, your 16 gigabyte USB key and stuff, or drive, let it install onto that, then turn off the device, take out your M.2 drive out of the device, put in your new one, have the thumbstick loaded in there. You're going to have to go into the BIOS and load in the thumbstick as the first priority boot for that. So if you're comfortable doing that stuff, go ahead and do that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, well, I do have a video before doing the first install Windows 11, but it should run. It should load up and say, "Oh, do you want to install Windows 11 on this device?" And you go, "Yes." And then you just run through the installation. That should work. So forget what I said before and remember what I'm saying now, so you don't have to install Windows 11 twice, because I was just thinking of that now. It's been a while. It's been a long time since I've been bouncing around with this stuff. My brain has been melted completely. So, and then once you install it and everything, the drivers are installed and it seems to run decent, kill all the kill all the processes you don't need, kill all the apps and stuff you don't need, delete them off the drive, save the memory, save the processes and stuff. You know, optimize Windows, trim your SSD, your M.2 drive. Go into the storage, go to trim your M.2 drive so it can optimize it for this system. Trust me, it'll help a lot. When I wasn't trimmed, this thing was running a little bit, you know, it was running, but it wasn't running 100%. After I trimmed it, it helped it out a bit, a lot. I shouldn't say a bit, but a lot. And that is something that you should do, definitely. Trim your M.2 drive. And, you know, like I said, there's other sites out there that show you what to turn on, what to turn off and stuff. Just turn off everything you really don't need. Like, there's a lot of shadowing and a lot of stupid animations I just don't need with this thing, because I'm not going to run Windows like Windows on here. I'll use Windows sometimes on here, but mostly I won't. Like, I'll use the browser on here. I'll use, what else was I using on here? Not much stuff. I think it was mostly the browser, and I was using Task Manager. Task Manager is always good. Make sure you put those all on your desktop, so if you need to kill any processes or whatnot, you can see it right there. But pretty much I'm just running Xbox Game Pass on here, or PC Game Pass, I should say. And the what is it called? The Armory Crate, ROG Armory Crate. Definitely install that. It's not the best software that they make to install. Like, I never use the ROG Crate software. I only use it for to do certain things like this. Using it for to change like the volume, the brightness, a few other things. That's what it's good for the ROG Ally Crate. Otherwise, I don't use it to launch games, because every time I tried to launch a game using Armory Crate on this device, the games would not load up. I noticed it was a lot better just running the Xbox app. You can run Crate still. That's not going to take that much processes up. I would still let that keep running in the background, but run just the Windows app on here, your Windows PC app, Game Pass app on there, and launch your games from there. A lot of times you can launch your games from the desktop as well when you have your icons and stuff on there, but I noticed for certain games like Forza here, I had to launch it from the Xbox app. Now, I don't know if that's because it's a service issue thing or whatnot, but I found out that was something that I had to do to launch like Forza here, because like I said, it is the computer world, it's the PC world. It's something, maybe it's not connecting properly when you're in, but a lot of the games I was able to just click on, go to the desktop. I have my icons all on desktop, because that, you know, how many games am I going to have on here? Right now I have 8 titles. I have 8 games on here, and I just go click, oh, it starts up, click, it starts up, click, it starts up. But if it doesn't, go to the Windows app, start it up in there, and it should start up your game without any hassle, you know, or at least not much hassle. And let the games optimize themselves for the device, because they will be able to tell, like, if there's a game on here that you want to play, and you know it has an optimization tool inside the game, definitely run that optimization tool. Let the game optimize for the device. It saves you a bunch of time and effort to not have to worry about it, and the game will optimize to the best settings, the best performance possible for your device. And I think it asks you if you want performance over the look, or the look over the performance, you know. And for me, I just let it go between each of them, and it looks, all the games that I've been playing have looked phenomenal. They've run phenomenal after doing all that stuff, and, you know, making sure that you're not running as much as possible. Because like I said, I think it's because there's only 16 gigs of RAM on this thing, and I think having not enough RAM on this thing is basically hurting it a little bit, on the fact that, hey, this should have more memory in this device so you can, run the games the best way you can. That's where I think that Asus has taken a little bit of a misstep for. Now let's see here. Can I go into this and get more specs on here? I'm trying to look for more specs. There we go. Tech specs. There we go. Just in case if I have to look up something. There we go. And this is from the one I have here. But anyways, it is a phenomenal device. I'll start playing Forza Horizon 5 in a little bit. Anything else that I have to mention? Like I said, after getting Windows installed properly with all the drivers, like I said, do it the second way. Go to my Asus app, get a Windows installation media working, install it from that. Don't do the BIOS way because it's not going to work. And don't do it my other way where I install Windows twice. Unless if you want to do it that way. If you think that you want to install Windows and then do it again, that is stupid. But at the time, that's all I could think of. And, I'm trying to get stuff done right away. But, anywho, what else should I say about it? Like I said, it's a great device. It does give off heat, but it's not anything more than what you would get from like your Nintendo Switch or something. Like it's warm, but not super hot, at least to me. And holding this device and playing this device for a long time, like I've been playing like a few hours at a time, plugged in, mind you. Because I hardly play this thing without it being plugged in, unless if I'm in my bed or something, or I'm on the, even when I'm on the couch, I have it plugged into the wall or something. When I was outside, I had it plugged in, because why not? Originally, I didn't have it plugged in because I wanted to see how much battery life I got, and I usually get around about an hour and 52 minutes of battery life from this device, not plugged in, and that's with most games. Mostly, like I said, Yakuza 0 and stuff. And usually I get around an hour and 52 minutes. So a lot of you are probably like, ugh, that's bad battery life. But like I said, that doesn't matter to somebody like me because I know I'm going to have this device plugged in all the time. I even got an extension, like a USB-C extension cable coming, so I can just have it better outside, because I've been using a regular power extension cable, like a plug extension cable, and I'd rather have a USB-C extension cable from this, so I can have this across the room or go outside and have the extension cable to plug into, so I can easily plug it into an outlet and stuff, because I don't have any outlets outside yet. Eventually I'm going to install a power outlet on my front deck porch and stuff, but I don't have one yet, so I had to open up my window just a little bit and put the power cable through, plug it in. There's a plug on the other side of the window there, and I just had to have this thing running like that. So I had to do it the getaway. The getaway is always the good way for people like me. Also, I mentioned, and I told you I was going to do this as well, I purchased a SanDisk Extreme Micro SDXC card. It is an A2 variant. Now note, these I've been seeing coming out more and more now because I guess because of the Asus Rog Ally and stuff has been using them. This states that it has like 190 megabytes per second read and 130 megabytes per second write on it. I don't know yet if that's actually the case, but I did buy a 256 gigabyte micro SD card because I wanted to try it on in the device, and I have it plugged into the device, but I don't use it to install games yet on it. I haven't installed a game on it yet, so I don't have any real answers for anybody on it, but I'm sure it works well because the Steam Deck has an M.2 or micro SD card slot, and people have been playing games on that. You got the Nintendo Switch that uses the M.2. I keep saying M.2. Micro SD card slot in it, and it runs games well. Now note, they're not big PC games like the rest of these things, but if the Steam Deck can run games off of micro SD card slot, this thing I'm sure can too. So I just wanted to see how well the system would look at it, and it does look at it. It is a portable storage. Just make sure you format it to the NFTS format, not the FAT32 that it comes with, formatted as. So there's that. And make sure you get the fastest one. I got this one, the SanDisk Extreme 256K. It can handle 4K video and stuff like that, and it is an A2 card. Because there's an A1 and then there's A2. I guess you can use an A1, but the A2s are a bit faster and they're a little pricier. A little bit. This was what, 30 bucks, 30, 40? But if you want to get like a terabyte of this, I think it was like 90 or 100, which ain't too bad if you think about it. You know, it's like $1 a terabyte or something, or $1 a gigabyte or something. If you think about it, or a little bit less than $1 a gig or something. But eventually, I might try to put a game on here. I just haven't yet. And like I said, I'm using this as a Windows PC Game Pass, or a PC Game Pass Ultimate device, because that's what I want to run on this. I want to run games that I get achievements for, Xbox achievements for, or Microsoft Game Pass Ultimate achievements. I don't know, achievements. Sure, there's Steam achievements and stuff, but those don't qualify as achievements to me. And I play more Xbox and PC Xbox Game Pass games and stuff on my devices compared to Steam. So that's why I chose this over a Steam Deck, because I know I wanted to play more PC Game Pass games, and I wanted those PC Game Pass Xbox achievements to add to my achievement score and stuff. So that's why I got that system. Now, note, like I said, also for Steam, I could install Steam on this. I just didn't this time around because I'm like, I did have Steam on this once, and you guys saw it in my video. I ran Teardown. It played perfectly well. I just said, you know what? I don't really need to run Steam, because what games am I going to be playing on here? Because a lot of the games I have on Steam, you need a keyboard and mouse to do, and I'm going to not really be running the keyboard and mouse games on this. The only game I have on here right now that uses a keyboard and mouse is that you could use a keyboard and mouse, or would be better and more optimized for a keyboard and mouse, would be Gears Tactics, because that is a turn-based strategy game. And sure, I can use the controller, but a mouse and keyboard would be much preferable sometimes for that. So we're going to play a few games here. I'm going to show you off a few games, and I'm going to end up with the one game that originally I could not play on my first video going around, and I'll let you know that at the very end. But yeah, let's try out a few games. Let's see if this captures perfect better than not for you guys, and I'll show you how the performance is and stuff, and I'll even raise the sound so you can hopefully hear some of the sound on this. There we go. And then there's a streaming mode on this. Where is the streamer mode? New cars. Where's my settings? It's been a while since I played this. It's been a very while on my... Of course, my microphone doesn't want to work properly. Hold on. Try to bring the microphone down so I can see this a bit more. See if you guys can see this a bit more better too. Okay, let's see here. I am trying...
Welcome back, Dark Lord.
Ah, there we go. Yes, my name is Dark Lord. Don't question. Okay, car collection, license plates, car packs. Settings, yes. No, I wanted to get into the... See, there it goes. It does the low system memory. Running on low system memory, please non-conventional apps, blah, 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 blah. yes, don't show this message again, because it runs well. Even though it says low system memory, it still runs quite well. So I'm not going to say anything about it. And let's see here. Let's just turn off the radio because I don't want to get dinged. I'm sure I'm going to get dinged already because YouTube is going to already hear this and go, "Oh, you're playing some stuff here, eh? Oh yeah, blah blah blah." Let's see, is this the save? Okay, let's go back. Let's just do some driving around. And I think you can hear it pretty well. It's got good loud speakers to it. Ah. It looks pretty damn good. If I can drive properly. It's hard for me to drive on this when I'm looking at it at a weird angle like this because I'm trying to keep it to the camera. And of course you still get the thing saying low system memory. I can rewind just like you do in playing the game.
Arrived at your destination.
Hopefully it's picking up well on the camera. It's hard to tell. Oh, I flipped my vehicle over. Oh, it's flipped back over. Oh, look at that. Flipped itself back over. Excellent. But this thing plays and looks beautiful. Like playing Forza Horizon. Now, if I play the next Forza game, the Forza Motorsport proper, I'm hoping it plays properly. Now, this is optimized. The game optimized itself for this system. But for some reason, like I said, it will come up and say low system memory, like it's using a ton of system memory. Like I said, if there was more than 16 gigabytes of system memory to use on this, that'd be best. Now, also note, now if I pause this, in Armory Crate, there is a thing where if I wanted to, where is it? I know I do have this run at 720p, 60 frames per second. There is a settings thing. Let's see here. I'm trying to get into it. I don't want to load another game. Where is it? Is it this? I can run on turbo. That's another thing. Let's keep this low. Frame limiter game. See, I've been running this stuff under like performance mode for most of these games, and it's been running quite well. I don't really run it on turbo mode, even though turbo mode, I guess, has the CPU and stuff and GPU run a lot better on this thing, but that doesn't help with memory. I don't think I can get into it in here. I'd actually have to get out of the game to do it. But, let's get back into the game here. Let's see how performance is with the GPU running. That's pretty good. Feels pretty good. I hope, like I said, I hope Forza 7 or whatever it's called. I hope the next Forza proper game runs well on this. But you'd think with optimization it would not have the little memory issues. Like it would know, oh, you only got 16 gigabytes of memory in this. So, but I guess it doesn't know that. Now, if the camera's picking up here properly, it should be running smooth. I don't know. It's looking like it's not running smooth on the camera, but that's probably just because of the camera I'm capturing with isn't running at like 60 frames per second. My camera that records me does, but this one doesn't, so it's a little janky on that way. So excuse me if this game ain't looking like it's running well. Like I said, if we were able to capture this off my graphics card or off my capture card, it'd be better. But this game looks amazing. It plays amazingly. I'm just doing a bad job of driving because I'm trying to capture as I'm driving here. And I'm not really good at playing a game while trying to capture this. And the feel of the controls and stuff feel very nice. You know, you might have to put your hands up a little bit. I got smaller hands. You might have to put them up a bit more to get to all these controls easier. Because sometimes I like to rest my hands and wrists right on the bottom here, but then I can't reach the controls up here. So sometimes you gotta go up a little higher. But yeah, Forza Horizon 5, even though you gotta play around a little bit with the settings and stuff, it runs decently. But I've played this game so much, you know, there's not really that much for me to want to do in this game. Going in the sand dunes, doing the sand dune thing. I hope when they do the next Forza Horizon someday that these guys make it in like Japan or China or something, just like a lot of people have been asking. Because making it in another part of the world, we can make, you know, because basically we've been going to the same different places over and over again, and I would just love to do it in a nice big city like Japan or something. I know it would be unrealistic because you got a lot of people walking around in Japan, but you know, have drifting zones, have a nice racetracks, go to Okayama and stuff like that on the island. I don't know. I'd love a Forza Horizon Japan or Forza Horizon China or something like that. I think that'd be pretty cool. But like I said, it's running very well on this device. So, I'm going to stop this. I'm going to let it get my points here. I'm going to get out of this. It should have saved everything. Yeah, I think it saved everything. It's always hard to tell. I think it saves every time I go in and out of a menu or something. Now I'm going to lower the turbo mode. I'm going to learn it back onto performance mode because that's all I need. And that you just do with a click of a button. It's very simple. You hit this, goes into the command center. That's why you want the Rog Ally crate open, and you know you want to download the Armory crate for the Rog Ally because it does have things that you can easily do better in this, you know, like if you want to use the keyboard or show windows or something, it makes it really easy to change. And you can change what settings are here to change, but it does do a good job at doing at least some settings. But launching games, not so much, not so much. But we're gonna exit on the desktop, and I like to do it. I like to say to do it from the app if it has exit to desktop. Always do it that way, so you can just easily click it. And I don't think it went to it. There we go. Still running though. So I think I can close. Nope, that goes right back into the game. Okay, I want to exit the desktop. But it goes to this desktop, so it's not doing what I'm... Oh, maybe because I didn't have it selected. Bad eyesight. I had a festival settings. Okay, now I'll exit the desktop. Yes. There we go. So it exits to the desktop. It exits to, you know, the Xbox app and stuff. Like I said, and you don't need to use the Xbox app for everything. You can, you know, I have all my icons on the desktop here. I got my little icon desktop of all the games. Now, note, this is another reason why I don't care for Windows 11 and how they do stuff. The icons of the things are so tiny, but yet the boxes are so big for them. It's kind of stupid. You'd think the icon for the games would be a little bit bigger with these. Maybe I'll have to make some new icons for these games, and hopefully I can change the icon. That's another thing. So if I go to properties, will it let me change my icon? Go to advanced. No. Change icon. Okay, right here in the middle. So I can go and change the icon, I guess, for this. So I might want to make myself some new icons so those are bigger on my device. So when I'm playing the games that I want to play, I'll have a nice big icon and not these little things that you can barely see. So you got to read the names, and it's crazy. Also, like I said, I got my task manager shortcut here. I got a OneDrive shortcut because, you know, if you're an Xbox, you know, Microsoft account, you always get a free, you know, free little bit of OneDrive online. So you want to have that too, because sometimes you want to move files and pictures. Like I wanted to have my background pictures here, so I have my OldFreakyGamer background picture on here, and using OneDrive to transfer from my desktop to this is super fast. Microsoft Edge, you know, you got your wastebasket. That's about it. Otherwise, everything else is really clean, really nice. There's nothing else on here. All my games are on here. I got 8 games. Let's go to Gears Tactics. This is one game where I could just start it up using this. I didn't have to go and load it on a thing. It knows I'm using a gamepad, so it has gamepad mode. I didn't have to use the Xbox app or anything to load it, so it works pretty good. And it runs very well. I think this runs a lot better than the Forza Horizon 5 game. Like, it doesn't say anything about not enough memory and stuff, and it seems to optimize quite well. And this also has a benchmarking tool, so if you want to benchmark your device, your Asus Rog Ally device, maybe use the Gears Tactics to do that, because that's what I've been using to do a nice little benchmark. And I'll do a little one benchmark for you guys so you can see it actually running on here. And then I'll try to play, which I'm not really good at playing turn-based strategy games with, you know, with these with the buttons and not using the keyboard and mouse. I like using the keyboard and mouse more, but that's how it goes. So I can continue. We're gonna just go to benchmark, and we'll let this run a quick benchmark. Now note it's kind of interesting on what it says when it gives you the information at the very end of what it does. So right now it's going to just go through a lot of stuff. It's actually pretending to play the game, and it's running a lot of the stuff on different settings and see what kind of settings can be work well with your system. So we'll just let that do what it's doing. I'm going to take a drink of water. I'll even up the audio for you guys so you can hear it, hopefully. One thing I could have done, I could have hooked this up to the audio player and captured the audio. But right now, I think this is okay.
Can't give the boomer an easy target.
So the game looks very good, and it plays very well too on this.
Affirmative.
I just don't play very well because I like keyboard and mouse for these kind of games.
Trucks are on the move.
Plus, as I'm playing like this, I'm gonna suck at it. So that's why I'm only gonna play a little bit of this game to show it off to you guys when the benchmarking is done, as it is doing right here. And I know you probably can't see it, but there's a red on there. It was using a lot of the CPU and GPU resources. So basically the benchmark is all over the place here. Down the middle is the blue, which is the GPU, the GPU part. I don't know if you can see that. But I get this squared up. Try not to hit my monitor as I'm bringing this up. But yeah, not bad. I know it's hard to see here. I'm sorry, the glare and all that, but this runs this game pretty damn well. And for the visual settings, they have vertical on. It's at 720p. It's running 60 frames per second. Basically, everything running on this game is on high or ultra. Best for high game compatibility. Bloom Ultra, maximum frame rate unlimited. Mostly everything is on. There's like one or two things that aren't on this thing, but everything's running on ultra or high on this, which that ain't bad at all. For me, I think, wow, this device can run this game. Why it can't run Forza Horizon 5 on ultra and high and stuff, and has system memory issues. Plus, this only uses like it says total memory I have on here is 7.58, because you can up the memory on how much memory you can use for your games, but you can only go up to 8. There is an auto. Don't turn it on auto because that ain't going to help you one bit. And that's in the Armory Crate. Don't turn that thing on auto. Just keep it at 8. 4 isn't enough, but 8 gigabytes of memory to use for gaming and stuff is probably the best you can do. It is weird that it only goes to 8 because it doesn't want you to use the full 16 because you need some for your system. So, but this game only uses about like a little over 4 gigabytes of memory that it uses of VRAM, which is interesting that this game uses not that much memory to run the games, but Forza Horizon 5 says it needs a lot more VRAM and memory, and it has memory leakage or something on it. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because of the software. It's just got the leakage. I don't know. I'm not a game programmer, and for that game, and it's still, like I said, Forza Horizon 5 runs quite well. It's just, I just don't understand why it keeps saying low memory when a game like this, it doesn't. So we're going to exit out of this. We're going to continue gameplay. Now note, I'm going to lose this mission, probably, because I suck at it. I forgot even what I'm doing here, so... Here, can I just go to missions? Can I just start a mission? Yeah, I'll just start a mission with these guys. Deploy X. There we go. Like I said, I'm just gonna play a little bit of this.
Mammoth 6, so deal's a deal.
Well, I'll turn this down
Let's take a little
bit.
trip to the packing district. Place is always swarmed with Ukon coons. You want to see what he's up to? That's the first place.
Like I said, the audio coming out of these speakers is amazing. I like to play when I'm outside. I like to play. I like to wear my Bluetooth headset. Hooking up Bluetooth headsets to this. You know, syncing them to the Bluetooth. I wear my Bluetooth earbuds on for this to listen outside, and boy, the sound that comes into those suckers is amazing. Now, note, sound that comes out of this is amazing, but you know, I don't usually like to let everybody else hear what I'm playing and what I'm doing, so I like to keep it personal and private for myself. So I'll just go ahead and put on some earbuds. I'll play this outside. You know, you can raise the brightness a bit. I try to keep it a little less than full, but it doesn't really matter. And it plays quite well outside. Now note, you still can get some glare, like you can see here off the screen right here. You can see a little bit of glare in from my lights. They claim that you get less glare from this, but I'm like, well, I can still see a lot of glare from this game or the gameplay when I'm outside, but you can see it outside at least. You know, if you bring out a Nintendo Switch outside, you can't see that screen. It doesn't matter if you put that on full brightness or what. This has a very bright screen as it goes up to 500 nits as they claim, which I think it does, because it's pretty bright and you can see it perfectly outside in the sun. So I'm gonna start this game, and I'm gonna suck. I'll try to play the best I can, but I'm gonna suck. See if I can get my head over.
The warehouse up ahead. I saw Ukon lurking there about a week ago.
Ukon.
Some kind of bullshit.
Ukon, is that something from Avatar? Let's see here. That's half. It's full. Can I bring you over here?
Moving up.
Yep.
So, Gears Tactics, turn-based strategy. Uh-huh.
Ready.
Like, I'm not even seeing what I'm picking, because I'd actually have to look at this better. Another reason to have a bigger screen for something like this.
On my way.
I did not want to go there, but I accidentally hit there.
Ready.
Let's see here. I want to put her...
I'm ready for him.
Enemy turn.
Locust spotted. Weapons free.
Here comes the locust.
So you've seen Ukon. You ever gotten close to him?
If I had, he'd be missing his head right now. I promise you that.
Let's see. I have, for my shooting, 1 action cost, fire. I got a 44% hit rate, hit change.
I'll read you.
How about him? What do I got here? 32%. Okay, not any better.
Uh-huh.
What do I got for her?
solid copy.
So, okay. Can I get her out of there? I guess not.
What's up?
There, I think I killed one.
Not bad.
Hey. Up there!
Yeah. Not doing so hot. Like I said, I'm trying to play this game from afar, and
Affirmative. Headed out.
so stupid me. I put the lady out in the middle, and she's gonna get herself killed by all these locusts. Yeah, let's kill him. There you go, killed another locust.
Good deal.
Moving.
Okay.
Okay, I'll run this guy up over here.
Heads up! Focus activity!
Down! It got me!
Of course it did. I only hit you once though.
That little dick!
Oh, here comes some more enemies.
Let's go what we got.
Let's kill this bad boy.
Okay.
Shoot this bad boy.
Drop one!
Ready.
No,
Keep 'em
Lucas.
coming.
Oh, Lucas dead. Can I move her back? Can I move her to maybe behind the... Yeah, let me move her behind the car here.
Okay. Got some salvage.
Orders? Setting up a perimeter.
Got Overwatch going on here. Why not? I'll have two Overwatches going on. And still I have the lady in the middle of nothing, so... Can I put her back here?
I'm on it.
Yeah, bring her back.
Heads up! Coming!
There we go.
Let's see how they like this. I'm listening. Understood. There! in the way. Take out these locusts so we can move it.
Oh, you can do a little zooming in here.
Ready. I'm on it.
And I want to overwatch.
Come through here. I dare you.
And I'll put you right here. And then I'll overwatch this guy from here. Because why not? There you go.
I'm ready.
You. Can you make it there?
In transit.
Okay.
I'll just overwatch your butt over here because I got nothing better for you.
Scanning now.
I want to keep all my crew and people together. Oh, here comes some more. Here comes some of the bigger bad guys.
Need a reload too.
Let's pour it on, people.
Yep.
Now, how do you reload? Reload.
Reload.
Yep.
Does she need a reload? Hasn't said it needed a reload, but can I go over here?
I'm on it.
Okay, and I'll put you in Overwatch mode here.
Sure thing.
Yeah.
We'll put you behind here.
Let's do it.
Let's put you here.
Changing position.
And can I overwatch you? Yes, I can. Get a wide net there to overwatch. This game isn't playing, it's playing really good. I'm just playing not as good as I should be playing because, you know, I think they're coming from the back too. Let's do an overwatch there, see what they do.
They're making a move.
Maybe I should have put more guys this way. Oh, there goes one. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Oh, shit. Oh, they went into Overwatch too.
Let's make it happen. Hey.
Yeah. Understood.
Let's get there. Let's get the reload.
Gonna reload.
I'm ready.
Can I put him there?
Uh-huh.
On my
Let's go.
Can I go here? I want to go there. Let's see if then I can do my scanning this way.
I got Overwatch. Okay. On it.
I'll put this lady going that way. There we go. Oh shoot. Ah.
Eliminated.
I got one eliminated? Okay. Can I take this guy out? Can I use a chainsaw on this guy?
Yep.
Let's see. I guess I can!
Scout reporting in.
Oh, and I'm playing bad. I'm playing dirty and... Okay, I want you right there. And if it doesn't work out...
On it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I can hit him with a bomb. There we go.
All right, they're down. Give that van a push so we can get moving. We'll go.
Stop.
Oh, I gotta go here to push the van?
Here I go.
Okay, we're gonna push the van. Strong lady pushing the van.
Well, good thing they let the e-brake off. Come on, warehouse is just ahead.
So let's see here. I'm not going to play too much more of this. We're just going to go a little bit further and we're going to call it quits on this game. But this game runs fantastically well. Oh, I guess I got no abilities.
Go ahead. Heading out.
Overwatch.
On the lookout. Heads up! Locust activity!
Of course there's locust activity. Oh, you got a sniper. Sniper drone. Oh boy.
Got a sniper in play. Take him out fast or he'll pin us down.
Let's show what we've got. Yeah. Yeah?
Let's grab the scrap. I can't move either.
Okay. Roger that.
Roger that. I can't go anywhere else. I can do Overwatch.
I got Overwatch.
Let's see what the enemy does now. It's a pretty good game. I haven't played much of Gears Tactics, but
Time to make a move. Yep. On it. On it. Reporting in.
I'm going to keep you at Overwatch. Because why not?
Scout here.
Let's see, these bad guys can come this way, so I want to bring you over here, I think.
Affirmative.
And I want you in Overwatch over here.
Kill zone established.
And you I want you over there, because then I can kill that guy, those guys from there using the Overwatch.
Down. One shot left.
Oh man, getting shot up.
Time to go.
Found some salvage. En route.
Okay, I'm gonna Overwatch him. Let's see if I can beat this mission first before we go to the next thing. Or at least die trying.
On it.
Uh-huh.
I want to keep her in Overwatch.
Scanning now. On the look.
Awaiting order. Scanning now. Trucks are on the move. Hostile sight. Keep them coming. Running dry. 2 for 1.
Time to ruin your day. Damn it, I'm out. Go for it.
All right, we're up. Yep.
Let's see.
Time to reload.
Think I gotta reload these guys. Oh, I can still do Overwatch too, huh? That's good.
We're covered here.
Yep. Ready. Time for a reload. On it.
Orders?
Let's see here. I want to put on Overwatch. Like I said, I can, even though it's the wording and everything's tiny here, teeny tiny here, I can still have a good time playing this. Like it's running fantastically well.
High speed.
There we go.
Here we go!
Good, they're coming this way. Oh, they're healing their own.
What? They're back up.
Shot didn't connect. You or me, asshole.
I want to get enough light on this to...
Setting up a kill zone. It won't get past me.
Do I want to go up with that?
No problem.
Good, then I can have more wider net here.
Scanning now.
And then for her, there we go. I can see them. I hope this is interesting to you guys, because it's interesting to me. There goes that guy. Oh yeah, took out that guy. It's just a sniper. It's just a sniper now. So, and we just have to get to the... We just have to get to this point.
Uh-huh. Eyes peeled.
Oh, I did not want to do that. That was stupid of me. That was a stupid move on my part. I wanted to go reload, but I hit the wrong thing.
Time for a reload.
Orders? You got it.
This guy can make it in.
Incoming.
Oh shoot. He's gonna get sniped.
Ready to engage.
Let's see, what can I get him in?
Got my eyes peeled. Scanning now.
Yep.
Let's see here.
Moving. They won't get past me.
Okay, running up there.
They're taking their shot. Sniper has me pinned. Gonna take a bullet if I move.
I can probably chainsaw his ass behind him.
Proceeding on foot.
Yeah, chainsawed him right out in the back.
That's a fight. I'll give you that.
Thanks. It's the first thing we learn in fascist school.
Oh, you think it's funny the shit the COG does? Burning the world down.
No, just don't judge us too quickly by the uniform we wear. All right?
There we go. Like I said, this is Gears Tactics playing on this, and it plays pretty damn good.
Oh, Wukon's not gonna like that. Come on, no point in sticking around. Let's head back.
Okay, we're gonna save this. Save and exit to desktop. That's another good thing. Yes. See, games like that that let you save and exit to the desktop is very good. That is decent. That is a decent game. And I showed you last time Yakuza 0, and I don't want to make this video too long, but let's quickly go into Yakuza 0. Again, I can show you a little bit of this, and then I'll show you my last game. Now, Yakuza 0, it would end at 30 minutes, every 30 minutes. Now it loads and plays beautifully as I redid the settings and stuff. Get onto that, continue on. Yeah, the Yakuza 0, I don't know about the other Yakuza games because I'm not playing them until I beat Yakuza 0, but it plays and feels phenomenally well now. I have not had any problems playing this game. Let's go to this little girl. Uh-oh, got some bad shadiness coming on. Shake down the parents. Easy come, easy go. What's up with this guy? That's what a Yakuza game is, folks. And I gotta fight them. Eh? Yeah, there's no talking really in the original Yakuza games. Not until later, I think. I don't think it was. I think it might have been the fourth or the fifth one they started talking. Don't quote me on that. But it's mostly text-based talking, which ain't bad. You know, I don't mind reading. But these games are crazy. And the fact that I can play this game on my Asus Rog Ally, it's just amazing. Yeah, as I hit him with my stick. Oh, I got hit. Get up, Majima. Oh, Majima, get up. Majima, what are you doing? I think it's because I'm doing a presentation. He doesn't want to. There we go. Stomp him on the head. And you beat them up and they lose money and you earn money beating them up. And it plays beautifully. Beautifully, and it's really nice. Even though it's an older remaster of these games, but still, these are fun games. Like I said, if you can't really hear, the sound is a little muffled because of the coming through the mic. Sorry about that, because of not having a direct feed, and my mic has a silencing option in it that I can't turn off, so hopefully you can hear something. Oh yeah, this is where the girl wants me to win the prize and get her the chestnut squirrel. I already played this game, so I already know what she's wanting and what's going to happen. So I'm just going through this. Friendship with Doll Girl. Sub-story and... Okay, I'll go and get you a dolly later, girl. I'm just going to save this. We're going to go into this, go into settings, return the title. And because this is an older game, this is one of the, remastered older game, this doesn't have a shut off. So in order to do that, I got to go to Windows, and I got to force quit it from Windows by closing the Window tab, because this doesn't have, return to desktop in this game. So I'm gonna show off my last and final game just to end this little show here, and then I'll talk about some final things. But I wanted to finish up showing you one last game that I got finally working because I got my server up and running. The game you want to know works on your Asus Rog Ally, like anything, you want Minecraft to run. So I'll just jump into my server here, and it loads and it runs perfectly. Look at that. Boom. Server in. Got my axe. I'm in my server. I'm in my playthrough server here playing some Minecraft. And that is something that's going to also keep my time, as this is a Minecraft server. Note, I did not install any ROM games yet. I will try to do some. I want to find a good ROMs playing type of a app for this. I know there's a bunch out there. I just want to find the one that would be perfect to play with the Asus Rog Ally, and then I'll definitely install it and play it. Come on, character. Let's go up. Gotta go up to my secret hideout. I'm going to go to my secret. It's not a hideout, but it's my secret entrance way to get into where I can kill a pig. Come here, piggy. There we go. Killed the pig. Got myself some orbs. Got myself some pork. This game plays beautifully. So smooth. My server's running well. It wasn't working well before. Try not to kill yourself falling down off the ladder there, Mr. Mike. And I'm in my digging spot. This is where I've been digging. Just playing some Minecraft, folks. And this is going to be something that I got to be careful with because I could play this for hours on hours and hours and hours and days and weeks and years. You can lose me in playing Minecraft. And when I start doing my Minecraft shows again, oh boy, watch out, folks. Because I do love me some Minecraft. And all I do is build. I do some spelunking, and I do a lot of building. Right now I'm just taking out this mountain. This is where I last left it. Oh, this game plays beautifully. Even plays, it seems like this plays better on here than it does on my Switch, because I can play Minecraft on my Switch from my server, but I think this at Asus Rog Ally plays this a lot better and smoother. Like, it feels way better on here. So I'm not going to keep playing this too much longer because that would just be bad. So I just wanted to show you guys some Minecraft, a little bit of Minecraft, and it works on my server perfectly well. Do you want to exit? Yes. Look at that, even Minecraft closes better. Now, don't get me wrong, Yakuza 0 is amazing and stuff, but they just didn't design it for, they didn't design the PC version to quit the desktop like other games do, but that's okay. Anywho, as of right now, as I'm recording this on Sunday, what is this, June the 18th? Yeah, June the 18th on Sunday. I got this thing running pretty good. Like I said, the only thing I wish this device had was a bit more memory into it. Like I said, if they put in 24 to 32 gigs of memory in here instead of the basic 16, because don't forget, your Windows resources and stuff take up a bit of memory, and then the graphics and stuff, which takes up less with the graphics, because the graphics has, or does it have shared? I think this does have shared memory. Onboard dual channel, 64,000 MT. It says it right there, 16 gigabytes on board. Okay, I think it is shared, so they should have at least put 24 to 32. I would say 32 on the higher end, because this thing would be then perfect, at least for me, because the processor slash GPU or OSC, wait, the COS, computer on a chip, COS processing chip, there we go. So COS, computer on a chip, works very well on this. The new Ryzen chip set works very well on this. Asus has built a device that runs very quiet, runs pretty cool to the touch. Like I said, I can play this and hold this in my hands forever and not feel any pain or anything, and the controls are nice and smooth. And adjusting the sensitivity on the sticks is really nice and everything. I have had no problemo playing any of this stuff on here. Like I said, if it just had a little bit more memory, I think it would be a lot longer future-proof. I hope this can continue to play future games that come out for the PC, because these newer games are starting, what these developers are doing, they're starting to make these newer games require more memory to run for future titles, and I'm kind of worried that the 16 gigabytes of memory is not going to cut it. And yes, I'm sure people are saying, well, how about the page memory from the Windows using the hard drive? That does not work for that. It doesn't work that well for it. It does it for the system and stuff, but it doesn't work the best for that. It doesn't make more memory appear for your system, which is a shame. So hopefully Asus, somebody from Asus, if you're watching this video, if you decided to watch this whole video, or if anybody knows anybody at Asus or has connections, tell them. Maybe the next Asus Rog Ally version 2 or something, you know, processing power is amazing, the graphics power is amazing. If they want to bump them up for the next one, sure, it's always an option. Battery life, I don't give a shit about. You know, like I said, I'm mostly going to have this plugged in. You can't really do much for battery. I know a lot of people complain about battery life on all these devices, but just like the Steam Deck, just like the Nintendo Switch, which is a lower powered system, you know, except for your phone, because your phone is all battery, and the phone, like my phone, this is all battery. This is 90% of this phone is a big chunk of battery that's in here. Even though you got a lot of battery in here, it's a powerful device that takes a lot of battery power to run it. So people got to understand you're not going to get that battery life you want. You're not going to get 6 to 8 hours of battery life from this. You can't even barely get 6 to 8 hours of battery life from your laptops, especially a gaming laptop. And this is what it is, a gaming laptop in a handheld. And I keep saying this. People don't understand, but you can't get that kind of power. So you're going to have to be able to accept the fact that you might need to plug this thing in and have it on a cord, just like a gaming desktop. And it doesn't matter. I don't mind it. I don't mind having this cable hooked up onto here. I play just fine with this cable. It's not like it's a lightweight cable, USB-C cable. You can get an extension cable for it, and it doesn't have no problems. And then if you do want to play it on battery, consider, depending on the type of game, like I said, I've been playing Yakuza 0 mostly. I've been getting at least an hour and 52 minutes of battery life. I never let it run down to 0. I never had it just shut off on me yet. I tried not to, but it was in red and it was saying going into battery save mode, which means you're almost out of battery, so you might as well either plug it in or turn it off and have it charge or something. But hour 52 minutes of battery life I think is decent for a device like this, especially how it runs and how much power it has under the hood. And I'm understanding on you're not going to get the best battery life on these things, especially if you want the looks and the power and the feel from this device. So if you want the power, you want the best graphics and the look and the feel, you're going to sacrifice battery. And I'm okay with that. As for a gamer like me, a PC gamer, or Xbox gamer, portable gamer, I don't mind plugging this thing in. But if I want to play without a power cable attached to it, I can get an hour and 52 minutes out of it, depending on the game. And that's okay with me. Because that's pretty much the length of time I want to game, and then I want to get up and do something else, like, I don't know, eat, go to the bathroom, whatever. Then I can plug in the USB-C cable to it and charge it up while I'm doing that, and then I can have more battery life. So people got to understand that. A lot of people don't want to understand that you can only get so much battery life out of these things. So a lot of people are like, "Oh, we're disappointed on battery life on this thing." I see a lot of sites reviewing this thing. They're like, "Oh, the abysmal battery life on it. The Steam Deck gets what 3 or 4 hours on it sometimes." And I'm like, "Yeah, first off, that's a Linux-based device, and it's made. They're using their own software in the background to do stuff, so they optimized it for." Asus chose to do Windows 11, which runs very well on a smaller devices and stuff, and uses way less battery and resources, especially if you turn a bunch of things off on the background. But it's still Windows, and it still eats up a lot of resources as is. But Microsoft is trying to make it better. But you gotta understand, it's a different code based, which eats up more of that battery power. So, of course, if they would have went with a Linux system and did something like the Steam Deck did, understood, but then you're not going to be able to play all the games you want to play on there, so you're going to sacrifice that stuff as well. And then they would have to tweak stuff and blah, blah, blah. They just wanted people to have a full gaming, PC gaming, full PC gaming experience on a handheld, and I think they got it. Like I said, though, when you're upgrading the drive and stuff, you're going to have to do a little tweaking. You're going to have to make sure you do what I said the second time, not the first time, but the second time, where make sure you install my Asus on here, on the app on here, go to recovery, which I said I was going to show you guys. Let's see here, where's my Asus here? Let's go to apps. Let's go to my Asus, if you can see this. Here's my Asus, and it's in the Microsoft App Store, so comes up, it shows that you have a Rog Ally. Minimize your desktop setup in a brand new way. I don't care about that. I'll skip that. So it shows all the stuff. It keeps your system up to date. It actually has on here in your Asus Rog Ally or my Asus. Not only tells you what kind of system you have, all the stuff, you can upgrade your warranty, but it also sees if you have all the necessary Asus Rog Ally updates on here, and it keeps everything good. But like I said, where was it? It was it in settings? Announcements, settings. Maybe it was a customer support. Battery backup, driver error, system. Switch and recovery. So right here, switch and recovery. Backup and restore, Asus switch, create a recovery drive. That's where you go into. In my Asus app, you can create a recovery drive, and then when you first do that, when you first get your Asus Rog Ally, before you install your new M.2 drive, start this, let it get your 16 gigabyte, make sure you can have a USB hub so you can plug in your keyboard and mouse and a 16 gigabyte drive. Run this, let it update that drive, install Windows to that 16 gig drive, then turn off the machine, open it up, put in your M.2 drive in this, which is very easy. I showed you guys, it is super easy. I think it's easier than installing a new drive in this than I did in most computers and most laptops that I install drives in. I think it's just as easy or better, and no trouble. You saw that. Even unscrewing and screwing the screws was just beautiful as butter. Maybe you want a little kit to take the screw kit that I have, which you can get on Amazon for like $12. You can get the mini screwdriver kit and the little wedge that opens it up. That makes it a lot easier. But do that. Put in the new M.2 drive. Make sure you reconnect everything. Make sure you reconnect your power cable or your USB hub and stuff, and make sure that drive's in there, and then start it up. Run the Windows installation, and it backs up all the necessary things to your Asus Rog Ally. That's what I should have did the first time. I did not know about that. Most people don't. I did try to do the BIOS update on it. That did not work for me, like I said, because of it wasn't connecting to the Wi-Fi the second time for some weird reason. But this works. This works. It does a great job. Highly recommend it. It's in the My Asus app, which you get on the Microsoft Windows Store on your device. Definitely do that if you're upgrading your drive. So, yes, definitely highly recommend getting this app. And keep it running in the background, because it does a lot of the updates on top of Windows and stuff. It does a lot of upgrades. It checks your system to see if things are running properly for this device. I like it. I think it runs pretty well for this device. I think Asus did a lot of good stuff with their technology. I know a lot of people are kind of iffy on Asus technology. I really haven't had any problems, except for when I first started using this. But then I learned, and if you're willing to learn, you can get this working pretty damn well. And I have this working pretty damn well, I think. Like I said, the only disappointment I have of this system is the amount of memory lacking in this system. It could use, I know I always say 24 to 32, but I'm going to just say 32. forget the 24. Go up to 32. Why not? If it had 32 gigs of memory in this sucker, I bet everything would be running way better. I bet a lot of this stuff, the settings, the max settings on running stuff would run a lot better on this device. Sure, the device would probably cost a bit more, but shit, I would take it. Shit, if they made a 32 gigabyte version of this next time around and a 64 gigabyte version of this with memory, because you want a lot of memory in it, I would buy the 64 gig version. I'm sure that'd be like $1,000+, but I would be willing to do that just to have a portable PC gaming device on my hands. So if you guys got any more questions or thoughts or whatever about this system, that's all I can think of right now. Like I said, I got this running really well. Like I said, there's still maybe a little bit of finicky stuff, like the Asus Rog Crate doesn't launch the games well, so I just launch them from the Xbox app mostly, or from the desktop if I can. Like I said, Forza Horizon 5 kind of, it works, but then it says it's got the low memory issue. I don't know why. I installed it twice, so that's it. That's the only game I can see so far that doesn't work as well. But otherwise, everything else seems to run pretty damn well on this system so far. We'll see in the future. 1 year from now, when we come back and I come back and do another video on this 1 year later, which would be June, what is that, the 13th? June the 13th, when I come back, I will do another video on this. I might still do other little videos on this if I find more interesting stuff out about this device and how to get more out of it, but 1 year later, we'll see how this runs newer games like Starfield, other games, stuff like that. And like I said, if you guys are listening over at Asus over there, maybe if you come out with another version of this, a newer version of this, which I hope this one sells well. This is perfectly good. If you want to buy this now, get it now. It is more powerful than a Steam Deck, I think, because I never had a Steam Deck, but I hear it's more powerful than a Steam Deck. And it runs all the Windows-based games that I want to play. And these are some graphically intense kind of games, you know, shooters, tactics games. A lot of them are running on Ultra and stuff. So, and it runs Minecraft. But yeah, if you're a Windows, you know, Xbox, Microsoft person like me, and Xbox and PC Game Pass Ultimate, you got Game Pass Ultimate and stuff. This is a perfect device for that. Perfect device. On the go, sit out on the front porch, back porch, whatever, playing it. It's pretty good. Like I said, I just hope when they upgrade to a new system or whatever, and they want to put in some new hardware into it, up the memories, Asus. 32 gigs, 64 gigs, you know. Sure, you're worried about costs. I know this for $700 for this, still worth it to me. Like I said, I'm going to get a lot of great hours out of this thing for $700 going forward. I just wish there was just more memory in it. That's all. Like I said, easy to upgrade the hard drive, but you can't upgrade the memory in this thing. So if you're going to have your new system on a chip or something for the next one, whatever, get a 32 gig at least amount of memory in the next one. 32 gigs, 64 gigs. And people will buy it. When they see that, I think that's the only thing that holds this thing back a little bit, is the memory. But note, the Steam Deck also has, 16 gigs of memory to it? So, yeah. But apps and games, they eat a lot of memory, especially the new ones coming out in the near future. They're going to use a lot of memory. A lot of the new specs for some games out there require you having a bunch more memory to run those games. So I think some of these companies like Asus should look into that and go, okay, it's going to cost us more money to do it, and you know, it's going to cost the consumer a little bit more money to do it, but for another $100 or so, or whatever you can do, 32 gigs at least, I think it would be the best system then. It runs smooth as butter. You won't have any issues. 16, that's the bare minimal. like I said, you run your regular PC at 16 gigabytes of memory and run games off of it, I highly doubt that. Maybe back in the day if you're playing old school games, but nowadays you're going to need that memory. Like I said, I got 64 gigabytes in my system right now. I'm pretty sure I do. Let me double check my system. I haven't checked my system in a while. That's just me though. Let's see here. Let's see here. I even forgot how to get in my. No, I got 32 gigs in my system. Excellent that, folks. I only got 32 gigs in my PC here, but it runs smooth. Everything runs smooth on it. And I have the AMD Ryzen 9 12-core processor running at 3.7 gigahertz, so yeah, okay. I didn't know. I thought I had 64, but still, 32 gigs, that's what they should do. At least 32 gigs. In a gaming PC, you want 32 gigs. So, I don't think there's anything else I can talk about or say about this device that you probably don't know or I don't know. Still learning stuff on it, but I think I got a good handle on this. Like I said, it's my new favorite gaming device now, and I've been trying to play it for a bit here and there. And like I said, it fits my hands perfectly well. It's easy to go and play games on it, and even though I didn't tweak too much, like I never used the back panels or anything. I just use whatever is there. You can change up whatever you want on it. But for my gaming needs, they're very basic. So, and you can always hook a Bluetooth device on it, like a key controller and something, to hook this up to your TV. Just not your graphics capture card, I guess, but the TV works. But this is a great little device. I consider this my Xbox portable. If Microsoft made an Xbox portable device, they would make it like this, but it would have the Xbox user interface on it. It wouldn't be looking like this. The icons would be bigger, but it works well for me. It works well. So, like I said, if you guys got any comments or questions at the end of the video, there is my end show credits and notes if you want to hit me up via email or something. Any kind of thing. If you want me to do another video on this, if you got any further, like I said, questions or comments about it, stuff that I didn't cover yet in any of my videos on this thing, my email address is at corecast2011@gmail.com. My website is oldfreakygamer.com. That is oldfreakygamer.com, just like the title says up on the screen here, oldfreakygamer.com. And I'm Mr. Mike. This has been my further thoughts and gameplay, showing off some more gameplay and my thoughts on this Asus Rog Ally, which came out June 13th, 2023. And for $700. And then there's a little lesser powered version coming out a little bit later, but I'm telling you, you're going to want all the power you can get, so I think this is the one that most people should be getting. So thank you for watching. Everybody, game on, game hard, world conquest. I'm pushing this gaming button, and I'm hoping this audio comes out semi-decent, because already this show is now game over. So everybody, peace. Till next time.